Hi, I'm Casey and I am the Lean Homesteader. Here on the homestead, we use lean practices in our daily adventures. So come and fail and learn with me.
So I'm doing an impromptu video here. I went to make dinner. We're having fried fish for dinner. Trying out some different recipes of things that I have left in the freezer. Then I get down to where I should have my wannabe Old Bay seasoning, and I have very, very little, if any. So instead of sending someone to a grocery store and grabbing all the stuff, I have a recipe that I normally use. Here's the rest of my container. That's all we have. That's not going to work for dinner. So, real quick, we're going to whip up some seasoning, and it's a copycat recipe. So, found someone else's recipe, and that's what we're going to be following. So, it calls for a bunch of things, and I've got to find, there it is. I was already making dinner when I discovered this problem. So we are going to start measuring. So this takes a tablespoon of dried bay leaves, which I have, a minor miracle. It takes a tablespoon of celery salt, which, again, not something I normally keep in the house, but awesome, found it. That mixed in next. 2 teaspoons of dry mustard, don't have it, not using it. So we're going to use this instead, or we're just going to do without on that one. If you can hear Ty, he's desperately wanting back outside, which he's been outside about 30 seconds ago, so he's having one of those days. Next, we have 2 teaspoons of ground paprika. Just a second. Hey, go. Go find something to do. All right, ground paprika. I think this is a brand new container wherever it went. Yes. So 2 teaspoons ground paprika. The nice thing when you're making these type of seasonings, I have a soy reaction, and if you've ever read ingredient labels, almost every single one of them have that in there, so I don't have to worry about it. It says for a teaspoon of ground celery seeds, don't have it, so we're not using it. Next is a teaspoon of ground black pepper and then white. I don't have that, so we're using 2 of the black pepper instead. Now we're to 1/4 of a teaspoon of things. This one calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Some of these are seasonings that have been in my stuck in the cabinet. I think they actually moved with us a few times. So these are not things that I get often a chance to use. It says 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, come on now. Yeah, here we are. And then the rest of these are all 1/8 of a teaspoon. So we have ginger. We have mace. Couldn't even tell you why I had this in my drawer other than for something another. Did not enjoy the flavor of it, but it does okay in this small of a quantity in here. 1/8 of a teaspoon of, cool, that's a lot more than 1/8. Clove. 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice. Cayenne pepper, also calls for 1/8 of that. And then the very last one here is ground pepper flakes, which these are home ground pepper flakes that have not turned out great, so it says to taste. I should know better than to do that, but ooh, they smell strong. Let's all learn not to do that together. Anyway, so that is all the ingredients. You just stir it up and rebottle essentially from there. So this is what it looks like. This is a nice little color. This is the same recipe that I had made the last time that I had made fried fish. I go through at least one of these bottles every time I do that. So I think usually I have to use the funnel to get it in. So we'll get this bottled up for the next time, or well, for this time, and then next time we'll have some more. I have a pepper flake that's too big that don't want to go out. There it goes. So this doesn't make a ton of it the way that it is, but it does make enough for us to have fish dinner. So the next time, if you're like, oh my goodness gracious, I'm out of something in our cabinet, something you're used to eating every single time, well, maybe it's worth trying to make yourself next time. So don't panic. Find a recipe. Then panic if you can't make it from there. Have a great day.